You know what's the funniest thing from the last episode, yeah? There's that part where you're like, so guys, for this episode, the big question will be
Yeah, I know.
I know,
I low-key
science,
wanna
right?
re-record.
Bro.
I low-key wanna re-record that because I'm like, why do I sound like a boy?
Dude, you sound like well, you know when they give morning assembly speech in school?
Yeah. Okay, mofos. This episode, big question. Sorry, I lost the tab.
Oh my.
Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Episode 2 or 3, depending on what we decide to do. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back.
What's up, friends? We missed you.
Yeah, we missed you so much.
Welcome to Did I Ask for This Podcast?
That's not the
Yeah,
name of the
it's
podcast. You need to stop saying that. Okay, it's called Did I
there we
Ask?
go. That's the podcast, guys. Okay, now tell us your big question.
Okay, friends, here we are with this episode's big question. Are you a guest in your hometown? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Nah.
You just do it,
No, I don't
bitch.
want to do it. I want you to do it.
It's always gonna come out like morning assembly. No matter what I try. It's either that or it's game show. Okay, friends, here we go with this episode's big question. And for today, we will be talking about, are you a guest in your hometown? Let's go.
I wish we could add like fireworks and shit because this is like, I love it.
Classic NRI topic, right?
Facts.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's just get into it.
Let's go.
So should I ask like one really basic, really like light question?
Yes, please.
Okay. So when you go back home, yeah, do you fall sick immediately and do you get bitten by mosquitoes?
When you say home, does this mean when I go back to India?
You see what an NRI she is? No fucking shit, bitch.
Because Loki, I correlate home with Dubai. So when you
I know, but do you have a house there right now? Like your family doesn't live there.
yeah, but that doesn't matter. I grew up in Dubai.
Yeah, but you literally don't have a home there.
First of all, your home is my home. How can you say this?
Okay, I'm sorry. My dad would actually yell at
Exactly.
me
I'll
for that.
complain to you, uncle and auntie. Listen.
I'm sorry. Anyway, obviously I mean India though,
Okay.
when I say mosquitoes and shit, like they can't fucking survive here.
100% mosquitoes are bitches. I fucking hate all of them. And do I get sick? It's gotten worse over time. I'm not gonna lie. Like after I moved out of Dubai, it's gotten significantly worse.
So like from the whenever you take vacations and stuff, do you always plan to go to India or is it mostly just Dubai?
I do both. I try
Like
to do both because my parents are in India, so I have to go to India. But I want to go to Dubai.
you hear that Indians?
F.
She has to go to India
Oh my days! Wait! Cut that out! Cut that out! Cut that out!
because she has to. We're 2 minutes in.
The way I'm gonna get so much shit. No, see, I love my city, my hometown, all of that bullshit. But I don't have friends there. The only people I know there are my parents. So you get me. That's why I usually like now I've started traveling to Bangalore more often because Bangalore is just vibes. I fucking love that
She's a
place.
traitor, you guys. She's a traitor. She's a fake Malu girl,
Yeah.
actually.
So, friends, I'm from Kannur, Kerala. But and I swear to you, I'm very proudly from Kannur, okay? But I don't have friends there. My parents, like, it's just my family, and they're a little conservative. So I'm like, chest pains when I go there. It's a bit absurd.
Okay, let's go to the next
No,
question.
wait, you have to tell the answer, bitch. Do you get bitten by mosquitoes? Made me get cancelled.
Yeah, yeah, no shit. Like the mosquitoes are the biggest problem, bro. Like I have to do that whole like the cream that you have to
Yeah,
put and then the little like plug and then the spiral that's
yeah,
burning, like gotta do it all
all
in
of
one
them.
go.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, otherwise you wake up and you're just covered. Did your parents or grandparents or whatever ever tell you this bullshit line of like, oh, they probably are biting you because your blood is sweet?
Never. They used to call me fat. They're like, you have so much blood, you're fat. I had different problems.
You think that's true? Like fat people have more blood?
Of course not. What the fuck?
I'm
Yo,
just
whoa.
asking.
No, 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 no. It's the same.
But nah, I don't fall sick and all when I go to India. Like at least there's not that.
No, but sick as in what sick? Because I meant like stomach sick.
Yeah, whichever.
Oh my days, my stomach cannot, bro. It's done. It's bad, brother.
Embarrassing.
And I hate it because when I go back, I love the food. I want to eat. I want to belt so much. But my body's like, "Ha, you thought.
So do you eat food from the street and stuff?
Cancel. That I didn't even do when I was growing up in Dubai. Mad or what? No, no, but I mean like
That's
even restaurant food. Like if I go to some nice ass restaurant and I order food, I'll still get sick, bro.
that's insane that you're like getting sick from restaurant food though.
I think it's because like I'm just used to having less oil, fewer meals now that I'm living outside and shit because I have to cook for myself. But when I'm there, I'm trying to eat all the nice food and it's always like full of oil or like it's like super hectic masala. My stomach can't digest all that now. Dude, I sound so white. I hate it.
You sound so white, super hectic masala.
Dude, I can't. We're cutting all of this out.
Yeah, it's actually a little embarrassing. I can't. But your like food habits, let's not get into that. But your food habits in general are so bad. So I understand
It's better now.
when you start in the negative, and it's better. Yeah, relatively sure.
I'm planning to start starving again soon. I'm just scared of fainting again. Like that's genuinely traumatized me.
We don't condone this behavior.
I don't
Honestly, she's
condone
just
it,
a
but I
problem.
gotta do it.
Anyway, ask your question, bro.
Okay, since we're talking about like having been raised in Dubai and like NRI in India and all that shit, I want to know like what are some nostalgia Dubai throwbacks that you can remember growing up?
Dubai
Yeah, like
throwbacks.
okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Do you remember the clown in Lamzi Plaza?
Bro,
Crazy.
Lamsi Plaza itself was the shit. Like we were just talking about this recently, me and my brother. So, have you ever been in Lamsi Plaza's play area?
Oh my god, that was elite.
That was elite kid fun.
Facts.
Like, oh my god, that shit. Okay, they had like fishing and the archaeology and all that stuff, right? That was like good stuff. But sometimes they used to have this like cooking thing they did. I don't know if you were
Remember?
ever part of that.
Oh, I don't remember this.
It was really random. Like once in a while they would just be like, okay, like we're cooking now, so all the kids would like gather near the kitchen and stuff. And it was so funny because like there'll be a lady and she'll hand out like Ritz crackers, and then she'll be like, okay, now put this like little slice of cheese, everything's cut for you by the way. And then she'll take the Ritz cracker with the little slice of cheese on top and then put it in the microwave for like 5 seconds or something, give it back to you and be like, voila.
Wow, that's so
You
cute.
cooked. It was so funny. Or like they'd give you like a slice of bread and you had to put jam on it and put another slice of
Oh,
bread on
that's
top.
actually so cute.
Cooking.
She put it in the microwave. She's like, see, melted cheese.
Exactly. It's cooked.
But yeah, honestly,
Uh
Lamsi was fucking elite, bro. I mean, I
yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
that clown could have traumatized kids growing up. I remember the first time I went Lamsi and I'm just seeing a mandem climbing up and down. And I was like, wait a minute, that can't be real, in it. And like genuinely,
Yeah.
I thought it was a real mandem. For the longest, I was convinced there's actually a guy employed just for this. I used to think, oh, what if I just jump from like the third floor onto this wire? I can also do it.
To be fair, I feel like everyone's had that thought. Like the wire was really close to the
Yeah,
floor,
the
which
thing,
is why.
yeah. It's like, come on, man, I can make the
Yeah.
leap of faith.
I agree that that was some OG stuff. DSF was
Facts.
another huge thing like for us as kids, like because where Shweg and I lived, like on our street, underneath her building, there was this huge sandpit where every year they would come and create this carnival. So they had like amazing rides, and I remember the slingshot
Uh,
was the dream ride for us.
yeah.
We just so badly wanted to like get on that. And I still remember it was like 60 dirhams.
Yeah.
Even then, which was a
Yeah, it
lot of
was too
money.
expensive.
It was too expensive. But also they had these
Yeah.
trampolines and inflatable rides. So
Oh my
fun.
god, that
Every
was
year.
the best, guys. So shout out Rigga. That's where we live, the OG. But yeah, we used to have this like big like carnival every winter when the DSF came. I and my favorite was the trampoline because it was cheap. It was like 5 dirhams for an hour or something. Bro, the way we would just fucking cause chaos, yeah, because there are actual kids, like
Yeah.
children, like babies, who just want to go do some cute jumps and all. And we've taken over the whole trampoline and we're just doing stunts. We're doing somersaults in the air and all. And small babies couldn't jump next to us because they'll fly off. Cute times. Very fun. Okay, do you remember any other throwbacks? Think of his
What did we
like
do as kids?
food, bro.
What kind of
Dude,
food?
what I really miss. I mean, this is not really a throwback because this is still there in Dubai. But you know the Lacknot chocolate milk? Oh
Ah,
my
that was
days.
really good.
You know, there are days where I just remember the taste of Lacknot chocolate milk and I feel bad that I moved
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. I agree. That used to happen to me with Laban. Like when I was just living in the US, I would just think about Laban from time to time.
I saw Laban has like chamak flavors and all, bro. Fig and honey,
Fig and
Oman
honey,
chips,
that's mad.
Oman chips flavor and all.
Bro, the way Oman chips has to be
Everything,
everything.
yeah, facts.
It's like our Oreo. But speaking of food, I feel like one really OG thing for us is Caesars.
That 150 dirham pizza. Like
Bruh, in
everyone
our
went,
canteen in school, we mainly just had Caesars as the caterer, I guess, for our
yeah, for the
canteen.
longest time.
And all the samosas and kachoris were 1 dirham. The sauces were just kept over there. Like, imagine getting like a whole meal for 2 dirhams. Like, you just needed to find someone with change, like, and it could be free for you.
Facts. I did that all the time. I stole change from people.
Yeah, and people was me, she
Yeah.
means. But
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, you got like 2 dirhams extra. Send it, bro.
No, our canteen food was insanely good. It was so yummy. And once when we went to our own for our boards, in their canteen we saw biryani and we're like, whoa.
What? I don't even remember going to our own canteen, bro. First of all, that school looks like jail, let's be real.
You're just out here trying to get
We
cancelled,
can put the
bro.
our own bit in because.
That we need to cut out. We
Okay,
can't
listen,
be
listen,
showing
listen.
these.
Have you seen our lawn, our auditorium, and all? Dude, their entire campus is in the size of our auditorium. And it's the middle of some desert. There's no, forget canteen. They don't even have restaurant around it outside in the public.
That is actually fair. It is like
The
in the middle
Marka
of
and all.
nowhere, low.
Hello.
Like even when we did go to write our board exams, it did feel like we were all being transported to prison and back because the way we all had to like go in those buses, like to in the middle of nowhere. Honestly, speaking of like school stuff, I feel like flamingos was a big one as well.
Oh my days. I'm sure my account is still there. Do you remember when the sports fest, what was it called? The sports fest?
Dubai Sports World DSW.
Yeah, DSW. Oh my days. Do you remember when that shit was free? Do you remember
Bro,
when we
the
used to play
way
badminton?
it was so good. Like we still talk about it because now we all play badminton
We
together
took
without
over
you.
every court in DSW when badminton used to be
We
free.
did. And that's why they had to stop making it free because we came as like such Indians over there. Like
No, and we wait a minute. We're talking about NRI shit, and you just called out Indians.
you know what I
Nah,
mean? Like
cancelled,
I feel like
cancelled.
No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay. What I'm saying is, Indians have this behavior like no matter where they are in the world. I'm not even saying it's like because we are in like Dubai or whatever. If we go in any country, okay, and you tell me there are free badminton courts, the way we
Dude,
fucking
it wasn't
run
even the
there.
fact that it was free. First of all, it was so fun, okay? The problem was we went as such big groups. And at one point, anyway, we became friends with whoever came there. And we all just
Yeah,
went
true,
and
true,
took
true.
over the court. So any poor mandem who'd come there just to check it out one time in their life and all, no chance.
No
And
chance.
after a point when all the badminton courts started getting full, we started putting the deposit to go play ping pong. Do you remember that? Then we started
Yeah,
taking over
true.
the table tennis courts. Then the guys
Mm.
used to go and play football every now and then as well. It was just crazy.
I'm thinking what else was like when we were
Kids,
kids.
yeah, facts.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what was actually OG. Okay, it was it was just E Junior.
Oh my days! Again,
E Junior was
best
the
channel
shit.
ever.
And let me give you a little backstory, right? Because when we were growing up, again, showing how old we are, the weekend was Friday, Saturday. And so Thursday night was like peak weekend night, you know? So Thursday night, they would show a movie every week. And that movie was banging, bruv. Banging. Like a lot of the time, it was a Barbie movie,
Yeah, oh yeah,
which were also
I remember.
banging. Okay. It was so good. But it was just like anything and everything.
Bro, I loved it. E
So
Junior was
yeah.
banging.
E Junior was really good, and people don't understand it because they're like, "Oh, are you like a Nickelodeon or Disney?" I'm like, "I'm an E
Yeah, I'm an
Junior,
E Junior
bruv."
babe, bro. Nah, but some kids had like Dish TV growing up. That was Ellie too, because they used to have Pogo and all. But
Yeah,
for
they
me,
did have
Pogo
Pogo,
was
and I feel
like
like
summer vacation TV.
it was summer vacation TV. Like when you went to India, you got to watch Pogo.
Exactly.
But to be fair, they were like, "What was on Pogo, bro?" I don't
Dude, the Mad
actually remember,
Mandem.
but what?
You don't remember the mad guy?
What are you talking about? Oh, the mad, like the show, the art show, the mad guy.
I can't. That was too funny.
I did not get that.
That was
That
hilarious.
was yeah, that was really good. That was
I
really
gave
good.
no context. But yeah, that Mandem.
But also, I think people were literally watching like regular shows in Hindi
Oh,
on
Chota
Pogo
Bheem.
and shit. Like yeah, that. For example, even when I went back to India recently, right? My cousins were watching Augie and the Cockroaches in Hindi, bro.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
let me
that's
just
crazy.
tell you, this show has no dialogue, okay, in the original version. So the fact that they went through the effort to put Hindi dialogue, bro, it's so
I
funny in
fully
Hindi.
forgot that they didn't have dialogues on that show. What the hell is
It's
happening? Why did they make a Hindi dub for something that has no words?
and it's so funny because like the cockroaches seem like these, thug, like Punjabi, like Delhi accent almost. It's so funny. Like they made it so much better.
Oh man, that's hilarious. I would want to watch that, not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
I agree, E Junior was fucking banger. Do you remember in like the newspaper we used to get that Friday? No, Sun Fun Day. What Fun Day Sunday? In the newspaper on Sundays we used to get that Fun Day Sunday or some shit. It was like a puzzle or something we used to get like for kids. Or was it a coloring book? It used to have an activity each weekend.
Do you mean Magic Pot?
Bro, what the fuck? You're just saying words now. Magic
Wait, you
Potter.
don't know what this magazine is? It was like this kids magazine in India.
No, bro, I'm
It's
talking
called
about
Magic.
Dubai. In the newspaper at one point, they started some. I forgot the name. Fun Day Sunday? Was it on?
I think I vaguely remember what you're
Yeah,
talking
it
about.
it wasn't when we were too young. I'll tell you another crazy throwback which the adults would appreciate.
Send it, bro.
Remember the time where we had no VAT, no Salik?
Bruh. That doesn't even seem real
Parking used to
anymore.
be free on the weekends and after 10 p.m. and all. There was no VAT, bro. I don't even remember when there
All
was no VAT.
parking used to be 2 dirhams, bro. Now shameless
What
6
2 dirhams?
dirham
Dude, back
parking.
in the day, it was like 50 fils or something. Became one dirham for the longest, and then now it became two. Then they introduced zones. There used to be no zones before, remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I think it
Because
used
there
to be
was
one dirham like universally, and it used to be free after 10, I think, and or was it 6? I don't even remember. And weekends were fully free. Crazy, bro,
damn.
crazy.
Nah, that is actually crazy.
Yeah. Oh, miss the good times.
Yeah.
Okay,
Honestly, childhood in Dubai was
I
great. It
loved
was
it. I
great.
loved it. The child that still is in me wants to go back there, bro, all the time.
Yeah, cute stuff.
Okay, shall we move to the next question?
Okay. So, what's like a random childhood memory you have from when you visited or when you lived in India?
So, of course, guys, I'm going to say this crazy story, which people genuinely, when they hear it, they think I'm psychotic. But I was a child, okay? I did not know any better. And I was a crazy, crazy bitch. But what had happened was, I think, so yeah, the tradition was we used to go to India every summer. I think at least up until middle school, we went every summer. And when we were there for at least a month. So I remember this one time, I was really young, probably maybe 5, 6 years old. Don't know the concept of death and all these kind of things, right? So I was at my grandparents' home one summer, and we had two kittens. And I remember, I don't know why, I still have this like vague memory of me. Every afternoon, my family would like take a nap after lunch or something. Like I was just bored for like 2 hours until they woke up. And I remember for like a week or something, I'd been plotting in my head. Okay. I'm like, this 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is when I get my own time to be creative. And we have two cats in the house. What can I do with these kittens? Bro, I remember one day I'm like, now's the time. I've taken one kitten. I ran through my front entrance of the house. And as soon as my grandmom, I don't know, something in her clicked, she's like, this bitch is being sneaky. She sees me picking up the kitten and running with it, okay? So she's like, fuck, this bitch is doing some shady shit. And she gets up and she's like screaming, she's like, hey, come back, and all. And I'm like, I'm out of here. And then I ran, bro. I ran through the front. I go to the well. I just throw the kitten in. I'm like, let's see, they'll swim or what? Bro, my grandmom, she's fully stressed out because she's like, Pavam kitten, we need to save it and make sure it's not like dead in the water and all. And she's like calling out for my mom. She's gone to the well to see, like, is the kitten okay and all. Bro, in those like 10 seconds of chaos, I've gone through the back entrance, taken the second kitten and thrown that also in. Bro, my grandmom was losing it. She woke up, my mom, my granddad woke up. They were all like, what the fuck? They can't even yell at me, yeah, because I'm a child. I don't know any better. I didn't know that if you throw kittens in the water, they can't survive. And I didn't know like the well's deep. None of this occurred to me, yeah. Bro, pavam kittens, dad. Luckily, they both were like caught onto some brick, like on the side of the well. Like they didn't fully fall in the water and all. Like they were fine. And my grandparents, they had to lower a basket instead of like the bucket. They put a little basket, and then Pavam, they got the kittens out and all. And I was like living my best life, bro. I'm like, hey, kittens are so cute. They're safe also. Found out they can't swim. Nice. And then I was living my best life. Recently, okay, a few years ago, I went back to India, and my like we were just talking about this, like I was talking about it with my parents, and my mom was saying, you little bitch, how much trouble you caused us. We had to like drain out the entire well, disinfect the whole thing, refill it. You know how much that costs and how much time it takes. And back then and all, we didn't have like the well was the main source of fresh water, right? And they're like, bro, we were struggling for like a week until we sorted that shit out. Like, what are you saying? You were having a fun time playing with your kittens, stupid bitch. And I'm like, I,
That's actually crazy because I've heard you say this story like 7 or 8 times already, and I have never thought about how the well was drinking
yeah,
water.
the well was
Like,
drinking water. And it was the main source of drinking water. So now they're like, what the fuck, bitch? Fuck, bro. Hectic it
You
got.
were just always a menace,
A heavy
bro.
menace. Heavy
Always.
menace. I've got more stories also. All animal related for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, Loki, I was fishing for the lizard story.
Oh, that was a good one too. Should I say it?
Yeah, say it, bro.
Dude, I wasn't even young when this happened. Yeah, I was just a bitch. This was like probably when I was in like maybe sixth grade type shit. I was in India for a summer, and you know how they have in India these small lizards. In Malayalam, we call them palli. Okay, so every time I go India, I'm like these fucking lizards are a menace, bro. They're everywhere, and I don't like them. I'm like, first of all, what are you doing on the wall, just staring at me? Fuck you. And
Real.
they used to come in different sizes also. It used to scare the fuck out of me. So one day I was like, fuck you. I'm gonna kill you. You're like a cockroach only, at the end of the day. And then I found one motherfucker pali. And I was like, fuck you. And I started chasing it, bro. This bitch was fast, yeah. And I was like, I got you, bitch. And I was still chasing it. And then, bro, at one time, suddenly I'm seeing his tail has fallen off. And his tail is just like wiggling there. And this bitch is running off. Bro, genuinely for 5 seconds, I was distracted. Yeah. I'm like, wait, wait, wait. Did I kill it or what? Like, what just happened? Because I didn't step on it. Suddenly it just fell off. And I'm like, huh? I was distracted for 5 seconds. And then I know. I was like, I had an ultimate goal. The goal was to kill the lizard. I've seen that bitch run off even though its tail fell down somewhere. I'm like, your tail's not going to distract me. Bro, for 5 seconds, I looked at the tail. I'm like, oh, you're running away. And then I went, I chased it, and I killed it anyway. And then after that lizard died, I came back. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How did the tail fall off? Like, while I was trying to kill it, did I step on its tail or something? And then I was telling my grandmom the story, and she's like, you dumb bitch. They can cut off their tails, like, when they're, threatened by fucking
Yeah.
predators. And I was like, bro, I did not know this. Again, see, new scientific discovery. So I was just an
Wow,
inquisitive
bro.
child. Like, I learned kittens can't swim. I learned lizards can cut their tail off.
Just notice though that the overarching theme is that she wants this animal to
Bro,
die.
I did not want the kittens to die, but the lizard 100% it was going, bro.
Yeah, she didn't understand the concept of
Nah,
death.
nah. That
But
lizard that day I knew. I'm like, you're gone, brother. I'm so sorry. But the cats though, bro, they were my life. After I saved them from, well, not me. When they got saved from the well and all, they were so cute, bro. They used to come sleep with me and all. Fully, they were my best friends. Wow.
oh my god, what to do with you?
Bro, psychotic, bro.
Nah, some psychotic stuff
Facts. When I
actually.
tell people the story, they're like horrified. They're like, Shweg, are you okay? What? And I'm like, I'm like, no.
I've heard these stories so many times now. I'm not even
You're
feeling
immune
them
to
like
it. Yeah, you're
that.
like, fucking man, dumb bitch.
Yeah, dumb bitch. For real, I just feel bad for your parents. This is why I can't imagine having kids, bro.
Facts, facts, facts. Okay, should we move to the next question?
Bitch, let
Oh,
me
yeah,
tell you a
sorry, sorry, my
story.
bad. I forgot.
She told her two nice stories. She's like, okay, next.
Oh, fuck, my bad. Go on, go on.
Okay, so I thought about a story that it was when I lived in India. Okay,
Okay.
this is like my first heartbreak, bro.
Oh, God,
Why do you keep saying shit that we have to beep out?
it's just funny.
Okay, so this was when I lived in India in second and third grade. Okay, like way back.
Okay, so this is before I knew
So
you.
this was yeah, this was like right before I knew you because I like came back in third grade or whatever.
Right.
So this is the story of my first ever crush. Okay, so there was this really like smart boy in class. Okay, that's how crushes formed, bro. In second,
Oh my
third grade
God,
and
you're
all.
the topper in this class.
Yeah, he was just so smart, and his handwriting was so good.
Oh my days. Okay, go on.
And he was like the class monitor and all. Okay, so it was like he had power.
Okay.
Okay, so I won't give any more details because I'm actually friends with some people from that class still. So he also lived like across from my house. Okay, so there was that added like level of tension and stuff. Okay, like will
Added level of tension. What tension
you
in
don't
third grade, huh?
understand. Like, we were in the same bus. We said bye to each other from across the
Fez,
street.
fez,
Like,
fez.
it was cute, my guy. You don't understand. Okay. So in school, right, they were having like this class play. The story was the Ramayana. Okay.
Okay.
So it was not even in front of the whole auditorium or anything like that. It was literally just for your class.
Okay.
So they were doing auditions and this and that. And so obviously he got picked to be Ram. And I rehearsed. I did everything to make sure I was Sita. Okay. It was so sad, bro. They gave it to Simran.
Oh
It
my
was
fuck Simran, bro.
so mean. Okay, I prepped so hard. I was so sure I was going to be Sita and everything. Obviously, because he's Ram, it just makes sense. But they gave it to Simran, bro.
Stupid Simran.
Looking back, I can see how she deserved it. Okay.
Not you trying to be rational about it. Fuck Simran, bro.
But it was not fair,
Fuck
okay?
that bitch.
When you know what the worst part of the story
No.
is? Not only did they make Simran Sita, they made me Lady in Waiting 1.
Nah,
The
bro, your school
fucking
violated you.
audacity,
Nah,
bro.
that's a
It
bio.
was so annoying. I had one line, I forgot what the line was, and I had to carry the train of her dress.
Nah, bro. Moment of silence, bro. Moment of silence.
The reason I wanted to be Sita so badly was because in one scene they like get married and they hold hands, okay? That was like the ultimate.
Not you going in there with a game plan like today I'm holding man's hand.
100%. Otherwise, what? I'm just there to be in the class
I
play.
mean, it's
Like,
still
no.
conceptual. Like you're in the play, his wife. Maybe it'll spark some feelings in him.
In third
Nah,
grade,
but
sure.
you went there with like you were smart, bro. You're like, I'm holding his hand today.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, none of it happened. And then, so I'm like carrying her train. I still think about this, and I see her holding his hand.
It's one of those events that have affected you in your next relationships. You're like, I still think
Bro,
about this.
I was so betrayed. But to be fair, after that class play, I stopped having a crush on him.
You're like, fuck this man now.
No, once I saw them together, I was like, you do you.
Wait, so was the
I
heartbreak? Like,
detached.
what was your heartbreak story, bro? Did you cry? Something should
This,
have been there, right?
this, bro, he was my crush for like a whole year.
Wait,
Did I not tell you about the handwriting? Did you not hear
no, no,
that?
no. My question here is you saw them in the play and you got damaged, and then you said, I'm not crushing on you anymore.
Yeah, they held
Damn, you were
hands.
damn mature, bro, in third grade. Couldn't be me.
Not that immature because I decided to go be Sita just to hold his hand. Nah, he was like really
You
smart, and
missed
he
out.
did like he used the abacus so well.
Oh, my, he was one of them.
He was one of them smarts.
Oh, my days.
Yeah,
Imagine in the bus, you're just chilling and be like, what's 9 plus 3? Bro, I can tell you it's 12. I didn't have to do all that.
bro.
No, for real though, I know back in the day it was so cool to have abacus knowledge and all. For suddenly they're just doing all that in the air. But really, what are you doing
Yeah,
in life
because
now? Chat GPT only
that's
know
true. Like
everyone.
that's real, but back then you didn't have that. To be fair, you had calculators, so I
First of
don't know
all,
why.
first of all, who in school was asking you to do some 100,027 into 1 million?
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
ever asked
none
you to
of
do
that.
that kind of math.
Because, bro, we only had abacus class and all in grades like second grade, third grade, this type of this those years because it helped you do those
Math
basic
quickly,
calculations.
exactly.
I don't know if you can actually do like
You
multiplication
used
and
to
this
be able
and
to do
that.
multiplication too.
Oh,
You
I
give
don't
them
know. I
some
guess I
big ass
didn't get that
number
far.
of addition, multiplication, and all, they can do it like damn quick. I'm like, yeah, by the
Oh
time you
man.
do that, I've taken my phone out, I've looked at Instagram, got the answer also, went back on Instagram. Fuck you, man. So much dance you did.
Real,
Really, I was
real
just
though.
salty because I didn't never got to go to a Bacchus.
Yeah.
Not that I
We only
didn't
had
get to
love.
go, I just didn't go and couldn't be asked. Bro, I'm salty about was these fucking bitches that did Bharatanatyam, bro.
What's your problem with classical
No, so
dancers?
the thing was, growing up, it was like a thing that all these girls would go learn Bharatanatyam and all. Okay, I never went. So I was like, back then I was like, I'm cool, bitch. Bharatanatyam, classical dance and all. Who's doing? And then by like middle school times, I'm like, wait, it's actually nice. Like you have a skill and all. That's so cool. I'm like, wait, why my parents never put me, bro? I'm Malayali also. Generally, Malayalis and all are full into this type of shit.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. Like South Indians in
yeah,
general,
and I was like,
like do this.
wait a minute, I never learned Bharatanatyam. The fuck? I could have been like on TV or some shit performing for some actress and all crazy.
Yet here you are.
Yet here I am, quarter life crisis, body.
Nah, but real though, like even I remember asking my parents, like, bro, what is this? Like, how come you never did like music, dance, and all? They're like, bitch, we put you for everything. You sucked. So, and then all the memories of me going to like classical music classes and all started coming back. Oof.
Nah, that's hella funny. Yeah, I did learn guitar though. That was one thing I stuck to.
Guitar? Yeah, guitar you do play really well.
No, I did
Oh, do you
keyboard.
still have your uke?
Yeah, I do. I have it. It's here with
Oh,
me, and I play. I still play it sometimes. Yeah,
cute,
cute.
bro,
She
cute.
gifted me you guys. Oh,
Yeah.
cute
Oh.
friendship moment. Stop. I'm shy. Do you think if you move back to India now, would you be able to live there?
That was actually one of my questions too. That's crazy.
Oh, cosmic connection.
Cosmic connection. Move back to India now?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Oh.
I think I could. Yeah. Especially because, like, for me, it's Bangalore.
Mhm.
Like, Bangalore's a great city to live in, I
100%.
feel like.
Yeah.
And plus we already have a house there, like our own place. So it doesn't ever actually feel like when we go back there that we're a guest in anyone's house because we're not living in anyone else's house. It's like our own apartment
Right.
that where we've always lived when we moved back. So I think I'm so used to it already. We have so much family there. Food is banging, nightlife is banging. Like there's no real like, cons with Bangalore. So except for obviously like you're giving up a certain level of convenience and luxury when you move back from Dubai.
Mm.
But apart from that, it's like, okay, yeah, let's complain about the traffic together, nothing more.
Fairs, bro. So okay, what about
Yeah.
what about when you were a kid though? Like when you were in school, would you be okay with living in India?
I mean, we did live in India, like back and forth, like three times. I think we moved back to India here and there.
Mm.
So I mean, we obviously resisted each time to move back because we're like, bro, we made friends here. Why are you uprooting us every 2 years?
Yeah.
But also, whenever we had to move back from India to Dubai, we would also throw a tantrum then because
Oh.
we like assimilated so well.
Okay, so then let me ask you
So
this. Now that you've like
yeah.
experienced living both in India and in Dubai, especially growing up when you were in school, what did you prefer?
I think Dubai, but I don't think it's because it's Dubai specifically. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, yes, because as a woman, like, there's just no better place to live than Dubai.
Mm.
You can't try me on that. But I think in whenever I lived in India, it was in school time. It was when we were younger, you know. It was not as an adult, as like an older teenager. So the s- the fun times were way more fun when you're older, I feel
Right,
like, than when you were a kid in India. It's just so different.
right, right, right.
So I would pick Dubai. I would pick Dubai.
Low key,
Yeah.
same. Okay, the difference
Yeah.
was obviously growing up, I never lived in India. So
Yeah.
I only knew of living in Dubai. But the older I got, like when I got towards my teens, like you're saying, same reason. I think living in India just wouldn't have been practical because I got used to a certain type of lifestyle, not in terms of luxury,
Yeah.
but just the freedom or the way I dressed, for example. There are just many things that I did in a certain way in Dubai, which I know my family would not be okay with in India, which was a major part in me not wanting to even go there for vacation after a point because I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, we're going there, we have no friends. A whole month, I'm just sitting there at home being bored while all my friends are back
Yeah.
in Dubai partying. So I was like, I would
Yeah.
much rather stay in Dubai for summer. And after I think middle school and all, it just became like that, where I would go only for a few days, maybe 2 weeks at max. And also, of course, school and stuff got more hectic, but whatever. But now, as an adult, I would be so open to living in India. And I agree, there are certain things like maybe the pay scale, maybe something different that I would have to consider, or like the traffic. There are certain things that I would consider which is different from my lifestyle now. But 100% I would be down to live there if I could get a decent job.
Yeah. I do think that the older we get though, like I don't really see myself being able to go back there just to retire
Oh, yeah,
or like or go back there when I'm much older.
yeah,
But I could definitely see myself living there now,
100%.
you know?
Honestly, I see myself living in Bangalore, but Kannur is G, bro. I love Kannur. Damn, I have to overcompensate now. Everyone's gonna.
You
Dude,
too.
people are hella
Okay, so
fucking patriotic about Kannur, bro. So am I.
right.
Come on, guys. Malabar. Malabar. Whoever gets the reference will get it.
Let me ask you a side question since you mentioned, yeah. You talking about how like when you go to India, like the way you dress changes. Like obviously there's do you feel like you have to put on almost this performance when you go to India? Like you have to prep mentally, physically. Do you get that
Oh,
feeling?
100%. And I think that's been the case from the beginning. Even today, even though I'm an adult and I know how to set my own boundaries and all of that, there's still to a certain aspect where I feel I need to act a certain way or speak a certain way, because otherwise I'm going to get judged for it. And more than judged is, I'm going to get like reprimanded for it. Like people are actually
Yeah.
going to come and sit me down and be like, this is not how you can act, this is not how you can speak, you should consider your elders, your family, and meh, meh, meh. I just hate it because I'm like, okay, if I go, there's still a certain way I'm expected to be, even though maybe I don't do it as much as when I was a kid. So the only option for me to is stay away from it.
That's fair, that's fair.
Even body thing, like physical prep, you were saying, like there are so many times, especially growing up, where I used to get called out for being overweight, and all
Yes.
the time. And I
Yeah.
really do think after a point, that's what made me build a wall. Like I when I look back at my pictures, I wasn't even that overweight, yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
speaking about like maybe up until middle school. After middle school,
Yeah.
I think I reached that like understanding mentally where I was like, if people are anyway gonna say this, fuck it, might as well be fat. And I
Yeah.
stopped like taking care of myself, you know?
Mhm.
And that's when I actually started getting overweight.
I think that's a huge, huge thing that like we don't really talk about much, but every all like women experience, I'm sure, is like for example, when I went to India this last time, right? I had to think about when my immediate family or like whoever family that I was going to see, when did they last see me so that I can know already, I can anticipate them being like, did you lose weight or did you gain
Wait,
weight?
fat.
Like that, and that's like a thing I always do because I'm like, okay, when was the last time they saw me? Okay, yeah, I've probably gained a bit of weight, so I'm probably going to hear it, even though I personally am happy with where I'm at.
Correct.
I just know that I have to be mentally prepared for this conversation because not only is it the first thing that someone will tell you,
Correct.
it's just it's just going to make you feel a way no matter which way it is, you
Facts.
know.
I used to jokingly
Yeah.
say that, before they even say hi, however long it's been before they last saw you, before they even say hi, the first thing they'll say is, oh, you've gotten bigger or you've lost weight. And
Yeah.
if, let's say, they point out that you've gained weight and you are trying to be healthy, you're trying to cut down on how much you eat, the next thing they say is, oh, why are you eating so less? You're going to fall sick. Bro,
Real,
every
bro.
summer I used to get this where I would be like, okay, I'm not eating much anymore because all of you are shitting on me. They'd be like, why
Yeah.
aren't you eating rice? Why won't you eat? You're a child, you're growing up.
Shameless,
I'm
bro.
like, pick a lane, motherfucker. You want me to eat
No,
or not
it's
eat?
really true. And it sounds so much worse when they say it in Kannada, bro, or like when they say it in your native language. It's like, dumma ka gaya hai. Like, okay.
Okay, wait, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Like they just
Wait, say it
look at
again.
you and they dummy aa gaya. Like dummy is like
Fat,
fatty.
yeah. Dummy aa gaya.
Just
What?
aa gaya. Like our like dialect is also a bit different than Bangalore, but it just means like she's like become
Yeah,
fat.
got it. I want to learn.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
start saying
it
that out.
almost means like she's become a fatty. Like not even like oh she's gotten bigger. Like that there's never any politically correct
Yeah,
language
yeah, yeah.
used. Okay. So do you have any cousins that you don't like? My story is not even really a story. It's just more like I have one cousin from my dad's side who's just so fucking annoying. So usually like from your dad's side, like the family is
Problematic.
yeah, it's just something, like it's just that constant. But this one cousin is too weird, bro. Like, so first of all, he decided to do architecture, okay? After me. What a copycat, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
The whole reason I decided to do architecture was because no one in my family does it. So I was like, oh, I'll be like different and shit.
Mm.
And motherfucker decides to do architecture right after me. He's older than me, okay? But he's dumb, so he didn't pass.
Oh no.
So my dad and his brother were going back to India, okay? And so they're both his mamas, right? And he asked them, so he texts my dad and goes like mama, like I really need a phone and everything. Like, do you mind getting me one from Dubai or whatever? My dad being great uncle, he's like, yeah, for sure.
That one
Right?
NRI uncle.
Yeah, literally. And also my dad's just that person, he's like, bro, just ask for it and you'll get it.
Oh
Like
my days. Can I
he's
send uncle a
Santa.
list?
Honestly, he might get you whatever you
Mind
want. Like he's
you.
literally.
Listen, I'm another daughter.
If you send a list and all, that's the problem, bro. Just
Okay, okay,
ask
I'll
for
ask
one thing
one thing
quietly.
every like 2 weeks. Okay,
Anyways,
sorry. Yeah.
um, so he asked him for a phone, and it was like the new iPhone at the time. And so my other uncle, like his brother from the US, was coming back also, and they were gonna go to India together. My uncle from the US comes to Dubai, and we're all hanging out and stuff, and they start talking about this cousin. And in the end, they find out that this cousin has asked my other uncle also for a phone, all so that he can probably keep one and
Sell the
sell
other.
one, bro.
Oh my days.
Shameless guy. And let me tell you what's even more shameless about this kid. And when my mom found out, the way she threw a tantrum was so
Of
funny.
course.
Because this cousin, like I told you, I have an apartment in Bangalore,
Mm.
right? This cousin at the time was living there rent free. I mean, like it was ours, so like rent free. He was just living his bachelor life in that apartment, okay? Like my mom told me how they went to visit. It was kind of like a randomly they ended up going to India, so they didn't have too much time to warn him and stuff.
Mhm.
But they went to the apartment, and she was like, he had his underwear drying on the sink.
Yuck.
Yuck, right? Apparently, he's just been living in that apartment as though it's like a bachelor pad.
I'm not saying your dad specifically, I'm just saying in general. Dads are always like, oh, like it's our house, you better do what we say under our roof, just to get manipulated by all of their siblings back in India. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro. Grow a spine.
bro, retweet to that. I'll tell you one random story that came to mind just now. So my granddad got really annoyed once because I was like, "No, I'm scared of bugs,"
Mm.
and he's like, "This fucking NRI bitch! Like, what do you mean you're scared of bugs?" This was like when I was a kid, like maybe 5, 6.
Mm.
And he was like, "What do you mean you're afraid of bugs?" I'm like, "Yeah, the ants are really scary," and he's like, "Ants."
He's like, at least pick a good bug.
Yeah. So he takes me outside and he finds like one line of
Mm.
ants and he finds like one big black ant, okay? And he takes it and he's like, I'm gonna put this on your body and you're just gonna stand there and be okay with it. And let me just tell you, like black ants don't bite, only red ones do. So it's not gonna do anything to you. And I just had to stand there, bro, with an ant crawling over my arm. Because I was so NRI, he couldn't handle it.
Oh my days, that's kind of funny. But at least he taught you to not be afraid of ants.
Yeah, that's actually one bug I'm not
He
afraid
went and
of.
chose butterflies instead. Dumbass.
Bruh, can we wait till like maybe the 10th episode or something before we get to that? Okay, so should we answer the big question?
Yes, please.
Do you, So, do you feel like a guest in your hometown? It's not Bangalore, by the way, your hometown. Just saying.
So when you're saying hometown, I just see India as a whole because we're all Indians and we're all from one country. We shouldn't have
Oh,
this
okay, okay.
state divide and all. Uh,
Go, go, go. Tell.
but I think my conclusion is no, not really. I think
She's talking about Bangalore.
no. I'm
Shameless.
no. I'm saying I genuinely am talking about India in general. But
You hear this, people from the Malabar region? She's dissing you.
no, you gotta say it like I taught you.
How do you say it?
Malabar.
Kanu? Malabar. No, I'm not saying that. I don't want to get cancelled.
You won't get
Uh,
cancelled. It's a genuine like running.
I don't want to culturally appropriate.
Okay, fair.
Anyway.
No, I'm genuinely talking about India as a whole. I think the fact that I've lived outside of Dubai and seen like fucking white culture and all now, it's more of a reason for me to be like, you know what, I see India as a hometown because at the end of the day, that's where our passport is from, and that's the country that will accept us if any other government kicks us out.
And if that's not home, then what
Yeah,
is?
exactly. So India definitely is. I'm not a guest there.
Yeah, same. I agree with that answer. I don't feel like a guest either.
Yeah. So
Oh, what a cute episode.
100%. There we have it, guys. A lot of cancelable shit in this episode as well. But we move in it. We keep it pushing.
Uh,
Guys, I forgot to say it in the last episode, but we're saying it in this episode for both of them. Last one and this one. Share it, guys. Send it. Support us.
Send it, like it, share it,
Support us,
subscribe.
please. We're poor. Alright, peace out. Bye, bitches.
Bye, friends.